2004 E85 generation 3-litre naturally aspirated BMW Z4, and this a 2018 Mark 7.5 Golf R with a 2-litre turbo. The Z4 has straight pipes from the cat back, minus a tiny mid-box. And the Golf R, an Akrapovic backbox system with a res delete. A £5,000 naturally aspirated old BMW, or a more or less brand new Mark 7.5 £30,000 Golf R. First, I want to know which is the loudest, and second, which sounds the best. In this video, there are 3 ways in which I want to compare the sound of these cars. Number 1, and quite obviously, is going to be a straight up revving contest. Luke, the owner of the Golf R, who you'll know as Hampshire Photo on YouTube, has kindly lended me this decibel reader. So we're going to do a revving contest, and we will measure the sound levels from each car at a set distance. After that, we'll then do some flyby shots, maybe some launches and accelerations, and thirdly, I want to see what these cars sound like from the inside, because let's face it, that's the most important thing for you as the driver. So then, let's kick this off with a decibel reading from behind the cars revving. Okay then, so first it's the turn of the Golf R with the Akrapovic system to go. I've got the decibel meter on a max reading setting, so the loudest it gets is what you guys are going to hear about. So I'm going to hold it approximately 1 foot from one side of the exhaust tips, and we'll see what reading we get. Okay, let's go. Not bad at all.
What did we get?
You got 115.2
Not bad.
decibels.
Ooh, can I just add something?
Yes.
Because before I had that fitted, it got about 105. So do we have to crash down here?
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, that's 10 decibels louder then.
Oh, so you got, so for those of you that might not have heard, Luke just got 115.2 decibels on that revving, and you're saying so the Golf R had 105.
Yeah. So before I had the Akrapovic fitted, it got to about 105.
That's quite a big difference actually. When you get to those numbers, that's a lot louder. Very good. Should we have a go with the Z4?
Let's do it.
So it's time now for the BMW Z4 with a backbox delete to make some noise. I'm going to hand the decibel meter over to, I mean it is Luke's. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm going to rev the car and try and make it as loud as possible. Luke's going to hold it for me and we'll see what recording we get. What do you think is going to happen?
To be honest, I can't remember the last time I heard this from like where I am now. The pops seem louder on mine because they're more like snaps, but that might, I don't really know.
It was one of the pops that like jumped yours up.
Yeah.
I reckon this would be about 110, and also it's really hard to make it pop just revving. You have to be driving it.
Yeah.
So I'll try my best, but yeah, let's see.
Let's do it.
That's pathetic.
No, that was flipping loud.
Was it?
Yeah, so you said 110, right?
Yeah.
Actually, oh, hang on. Let's have a look at this.
I don't even know what it is
Can't
yet.
even see it.
What?
120.
Go on.
Because
Yes.
I know why that is. Because my car, I forgot to say, you can only rev it up to 4K. So that's why I was only
Interesting.
going up to 4K.
So was it at the top end that mine got that 120
That was,
when I went higher in the revs?
Yeah, no, literally the first rev it went to 118, and then when you did some higher revs, then it went to 120.
I'm surprised about that.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy because yeah, I thought the Golf R was going to completely
I'm glad I spent all that money on exhaust. No, but that, from where I was here, I'm sure you can probably get it on camera as well. Really loud, really loud.
Good news.
Bad news.
Right, so the Z4 was louder in the revving contest, which I'm genuinely quite surprised about. So now it's only fair that we do a flyby contest. So Luke's just waiting around the corner in the Golf R. He's going to fly around this corner here and floor it straight down there. I'll try my absolute best to hold this in front of the screen so you guys can see exactly what reading he's getting throughout. And then obviously I'll jump in the Z4 afterwards and do the same. So let's see who is the loudest here.
So this is a little strange. I'm now taking over Joel's channel. He's hopping in his car and is going to do exactly the same as what I did. I've got the decibel meter all set up, so I think we're giving the thumbs up and he can fly past.
That's the second of the 3 comparisons from this video over, and well, I've just reviewed the footage and it seems that Luke's car, and you guys probably would have heard this, was by far the loudest on that challenge. When he did that DSG fast, or the upshift,
Yeah.
he, I couldn't quite see the smaller number, but it was 114 point something decibels, which is very loud for a flyby, given that the car's travelling at speed.
Yeah.
My one, on the other hand, which was much louder in the revving contest, only recorded 99. So
Which is still loud.
it's still loud, but you absolutely smoked me. I probably should have gone past at like the top of the revs or something.
Just on the rev limit, like,
Yeah, I should have just stayed in front. But yeah, yours was so much louder there. Obviously, another part of this, guys, is which one sounds best, but that's not really something we can benchmark. That is very subjective. So all through the video, comment below which one you think sounds better and why. So before we conclude this video, let's just do one more benchmark and comparison, and we're going to jump in each of the cars now and hear what they sound like for you, the driver, from the inside. Cool, so here we are in Luke's Golf R. So yeah, let's see what the car sounds like from inside. We'll do it with the windows up and then with the windows down, I guess, to give you the full idea.
Extent.
But yeah, listen to how it sounds, and I'll also give you a decibel reading from where I'm sitting as well, just in the middle. That sounds nutty.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was too busy holding onto this handle to actually look at what the decibel gauge is reading.
It's really windows down now as well.
Yeah, let's listen to the windows down. That was like 96.
Really?
Yeah. Which is pretty loud considering how much distance there is between us and the...
Yeah, true. One thing to note,
Yeah.
it's valved, so it's not always as loud.
Okay. Have you got a setting that you can...
Yeah, so it's literally when you put it into normal mode, put it into drive. Because I got a res delete, it's anti-drone res delete, so I mean it's...
Right now you'd never know.
Civilised. But when you want it to be, it is very, very loud.
Yeah, it definitely is as well. Okay, we're now in the Z4, and this will be interesting because although, so yours was louder on the sort of flyby, which makes you think it is louder, sort of, but inside you're obviously sitting further away from the exhaust,
Yeah,
and this
true.
is a fabric roof.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. Alright, what I'll do is I'll floor it down here, we'll leave everything closed.
Yep.
And we'll, yeah, we'll see what it gets. I apologise, I didn't see what yours got on the last one, but yeah, let's have a look. Traction control's coming off.
Woohoo.
Okay. Noisy at all?
Yeah, that was 85.
Okay. Interesting.
Get the
Well,
windows
actually, yeah, well, I've got a trick up my sleeve, obviously, because this
Oh, flipping hell.
is a convertible. So I think this down, windows down.
It's a rather lovely day to be doing
It's a lovely day, isn't it, to be blasting around in the roadster?
We just allowed 2 gay blokes, don't we?
Yeah, pretty much. At least we're on private land where no one can see us.
Right.
Right, let's give this another whirl, shall we? Noise. what? So yours is louder.
Wait, what was mine?
Yours is like 96.
Oh, decent. It's that DSG fars, yeah.
It's the DSG. These upshifts on those Golf R's are nuts.
Brutal.
I just want to make it backfire.
Yeah.
Because if it really pops, it's quite loud.
Okay, I'll leave this rolling.
Let's have a little look.
87. Which just rolling at like, what, 10 mile an hour?
It's not going to cut it. That Golf R is loud.
It is loud.
It's really loud. The only thing this was louder on was that rev.
Yeah, true.
And that was because I could go top.
Yeah, exactly.
I reckon if you could redline it, you'd be getting 125 dB.
Probably could, yeah. But I'd have to map it out.
Damn.
I mean, both cars sound good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, won't be vulgar about it, but talking point slightly is that my backbox elite cost me about what, 150 quid, I guess. Yeah. Akrapovic systems generally are in the thousands, aren't they?
Yes. Yes, they are.
So I think it's an interesting, because it's not a normal comparison that you'd probably on YouTube expect to see. Like you might want to see a A45 versus a Golf R in terms of sound. But,
well, I know where you can find that.
But yeah, I think that was an interesting sort of video to do, because obviously this is such a cheap little mod on an old BMW, and I think the results are pretty good.
Yeah. And
but you know, that Golf R, that sounds brilliant. It's the bloody upshifts and then backfires. Sound the nuts.
But this, I mean, I would go back to what I said, but this, for what, 150 quid for a backbox delete? That's what I paid for a res delete.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, the difference is astounding.
Yeah,
obviously the obvious disadvantage is that it's, unlike your system, it's not valved or anything, so, you know, coming down on the 70 miles an hour on the dual carriageway down here, you can hear that noise the whole time. But yeah, I think that was an interesting comparison. So yeah, yours louder on the inside as well. Even with the bloody roof down, I thought that was going to put me ahead. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I think that was an interesting comparison to do. Quite shocking actually that my Z4 was louder on the revs, but obviously I think I could redline mine, so that's probably why. I can't tell you actually, from knowing this Golf R for quite a while, that Akrapovic system, if you're a Golf R owner and looking to do it, makes a big difference. But obviously check out Luke's channel for more on the Golf R. And again, I can't reinforce enough that for 150 quid to do that backbox delete and almost take on an expensive exhaust system.
Bang for buck, that's not bad at all.
Very good. It has its downfalls, of course, but yeah, I love it every day, to be honest. It's a laugh. Thank you, Luke, for giving me your time this morning and letting me film with your car. As I said, I hope you have all found this very interesting. Comment below which one you think sounds the best. Forget about the price, forget about the noise. What do you think actually sounds the best? Because this is naturally aspirated, that's not. So
turbo.
That makes, well done.
Good little just in the corner, like that's turbo.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. This is a 2004 E85 generation 3-litre BMW Z4, and this
is a Golf R.
The Z4 has straight pipes from the cat back, minus a tiny mid box. Hi!